chewy on some hot. Like I told Tish, I see when I.
Hey, what is up, guys, and welcome back to the Roast Session Central. I'm the NigerianNemesis, and in today's video, we're going to be rocking the Xbow deck. Yes, I copied this from the leaderboards, top 50 in the world. It has the Executioner and Tornado combination, and the old school Knight and Mega Minion for the Xbow decks. I'm not really a Siege player, but if I do choose a Siege deck, it will be the Xbow, because the Xbow is really good at mowing down the things in front of it and then locking onto the tower. So hopping into this first battle, up against Hoya Jang from Conan. Let's see how good this Xbow deck really is. I'm very interested in it, mainly okay, so he's going with a Golem. Xbow going down on the left. That's how you have to play it. As soon as they play their Golem, get ready to punish them. And he's going to play a Goblin Gang on the left side as well. So my Log's going to clean all that up and force him to play some more Elixir. And now he is very split push. He's going to have to take down that. He actually has another Goblin Gang, so that's very well played from him. And now we just have to deal with his full health Golem on the right side, as well as his... We're just going to leave his Goblins on the left. I'm actually going to use a Tornado here and drag it in, and now I have to deal with that Knight, which that's going to be a lot of damage that she's going to be able to deal with her bats and with her staff. It's going to be really hard because all of my towers right now are focused on the Golem and his Golem Mites, but luckily for us, our Knight was able to take out his Night Witch, and now the bats are gone, and we are looking pretty good. It is just about even right now in this battle, but I think we're going to be able to take this here with our Xbow, because he has the Goblin Gang, and that's loggable, and now he's going to play his Elixir Pump, so we can punish him severely right here. I'm going to go ahead and play my Mega Minion just to distract anything he decides to play. When I do have my Log in hand, he's going to Lightning and miss our Mega Minion, and that Xbow is going to stay locked onto that tower. And now that tower is all the way down, and it's going to fall actually. We have plenty of Xbow health left. That tower is going down, and now that we have that down, let's just go ahead and Fireball his Elixir Collector just to keep him down and make him a little bit more mad. And now I'm not really too worried about it. The thing with the Golem Night Witch, it is very strong, but the Executioner Tornado is stronger in my opinion. So whatever he throws here, I'm not scared of it, especially since he just used his Lightning on the left-hand side. Now we've got our Executioner down. Tornado is in rotation. He's going to play a Baby Dragon. My Knight's going to distract the Baby Dragon just to make sure my Executioner stays alive. One Elixir Skeletons to help chip away at the health of that Golem. And now we're going to NATO everything and bring it back to the center. I'm not going to Fireball, actually. That could have been a decent play, but we're not going to need it. Executioner is still very, very healthy. He's going to force in another Knight, which was a terrible idea. She's fairly easy to counter for as strong as she is. And now we're going back at him with this Xbow. He wasn't expecting that, I don't think, but that Lightning did get a hit on our Xbow. And now that Xbow is going to go down pretty soon here. But our Knight and Executioner are still both alive. That Knight's going to get to that tower, actually. Almost get to that tower as his Goblin Gang comes down to prevent some more tower damage. And now with 30 seconds to left, I will distract his Baby Dragon. I'm not sure how much his Lightning does. He's actually going to switch lanes on us here. So let's play the Xbow in the center just to drag it over and prepare to defend that left side. He's switching lanes entirely just because we have the right lane locked down. And now we're going to be able to defend here with some Skeletons. And our Executioner is already back in rotation with the Tornado. So no matter what he plays, it will get completely shut down. And actually, look over there on the right-hand lane. That Knight is going to town to his tower. And is actually going to take it out. Almost take it out as that game wraps up. That's going to be 1-0 solid victory. That's what you have to expect with this Xbow deck. You have to play it defensively. I like this version way better than the version with the Inferno Tower, just because it's more versatile and the Executioner can translate towards offense. So it's just really, really solid, and you just have to make sure you don't lose a tower early. You have to defend as well as you can. This is a 1-0 deck. Once you take their first tower, they're done. There's nothing they can really do about it. You can just start playing your Xbow on defense and playing the supporting troops around it and prepare your Executioner and Tornado, and it's just wrapped up. So we're going to start with a Fireball here since he is clumping his troops up together and get some tower damage as well. He's laughing, he's cracking up, having a good time. That's what we like to see here in Clash Royale. He's going to start with his archers, although I am going to play my Xbow here defensively just because he's laughing. Most of the time, it could just be random, but I take proper precaution. If they start cracking up, I have to use a Fireball. For me, it most likely means they have something that I could have Fireballed that I didn't. But now I'm going to play my Executioner here as our Xbow cleans up those Goblins, and we should be able to be just fine. And it could have been a bad play, I don't know, on my part, just because now he knows we have the Xbow. Now he knows what to expect. So we're going to have to be crafty here and try to figure out how we're going to get our Xbow down. And he's going to start with a Bomber once again in the back left. So not too bad from him. He's still pushing. I'm trying to figure out what kind of deck he has. I'm not seeing anything really specific. So we're going to just chill here and get ready to counter the solid cards he's playing at us. Maybe a giant, maybe a hog. So as soon as his bomber falls, we're going straight for the Xbow, and we're going to try and figure out what he has as his win condition. He actually does have the giant. Okay, so the giant tank is going to be very, very hard to get through. You just have to keep grinding. You will get through it sooner or later. We're going to fireball all of this, and now get ready to take care of his giant as our Xbow continues to chip away at it. That's what I meant when I said the Xbow is better than the mortar. Obviously, it costs 2 more elixir, but the mortar does not target anything once it gets close to it, and the Xbow continues to mow it down. So you can continue to use your tornado and your log to keep everything out in front and just destroy all of it. And now we've got our knight and 1 elixir skeletons going to his tower. Is he not going to respond? Is he actually going to leave all of that alone? That will take the tower for sure. Those skeletons do so much damage. Is he out of elixir? I do not know what happened there. He did commit a lot on that side. We're going to go ahead and force our Xbow down and see how he's going to respond here. This time, Xbow is locked onto the tower. He's going to respond with a goblin gang. I do not know what happened there. I guess he ran out of elixir or something. I don't know. Something happened. Distraction. But either way, we'll take it. Fireball going down onto his troops here. And now he's going to be in huge trouble. This is going to be where this deck is very strong. There's no chance you get through it on defense. We are going to play our Executioner now and play our Tornado to clump all this together and get some excellent value. There is no chance we're losing this game here. We have our Knight going down to help clean up the Giant. And now we just got to continue to wait for him to play cards and then just counter them perfectly. So we're going to start with an Xbow in the center to continue to shoot down at all of his troops. Mega Minion for the Bomber. Battle's going to be done in 10 seconds. We do have the Executioner and the Fireball. Either option to clean up this horde. The Fireball will do just fine at cleaning it up. 4 seconds left. Log for his Goblin Gang and Archers, and that will be good game. We took that. We are now 2-0 with this Xbow deck. This deck is really, really solid, and it deals with all these decks really well. And I know for sure it'll do well against a Golem Night Witch and any other kind of deck like that. I think it has a very good counter for all the types of decks. Maybe Graveyard would be the hardest, I would say. You do have the Mega Minion and the Executioner and Knight and 1 elixir skeletons, but it's more of a tough type of counter for the Graveyard. Usually you want to have like archers or minions. Of course, they could poison it all. But let's focus in on our third and final battle up against the Kraken. And we are going to start with our Mega Minion and start slowly, see what kind of deck he has. He's actually going to Fireball there. I mean, decent play on his part. We're going to go with our Executioner now and slow push just to be annoying. He's actually going to start with a Hog Rider, which is perfectly fine by me. We have our Tornado going down, bringing all of it to the center. And now the Executioner will help out take the Hog Rider down. And we have this great counter push with the Xbow. This is where this deck is super nice. He's going to start with a mini Pekka. So now we're going to throw down our 1 elixir skeletons and log all this away. Can we keep the mini Pekka off? We do certainly keep the mini Pekka off. And now the Xbow is locked onto the tower. He spent a good 8 elixir trying to defend that and make sure the Xbow was not locked on. But unfortunately, the Xbow did lock on, and now we are in business. I'm actually going to go ahead and Fireball this Ice Wizard now. Take the Ice Wizard out, get some more tower damage, and see if we can secure the 1-0 lead early on in the game. Knight ready for protection. He's not even going to bother protecting it. He already spent all of his elixir. He's just going to take the L on that tower and try and come back. So once again, in this battle here, I'll be able to showcase to you guys the defense of the Xbow deck. We're going to start with a Tornado and now the Knight. The Tornado counters it perfectly. He did zap both towers, so he will be able to get a swing off. But if he did not zap, that Hog will always die if you pull the Hog towards the center. So the Hog's biggest nightmare is also the Tornado if you can get your King Tower activated. So now we've got all of this. I'm not going to just sit back. I know I said this deck is really good defensively, but you never want to sit back and just defend the entire game no matter what. Playing defense like that will get you killed. And now we're going to be able to log all of his goblins away and play our Mega Minion. That Hog will not even get a swing on the tower. But like I was saying, offense is the best defense. You want to make sure you continue pushing, continue applying pressure on both lanes, just so they don't build up a huge counter push, and just so you don't sit back and get defeated. So now we've got our Xbow ready. We're going to set it up in the center, just because he doesn't have anything to like go. Oh, okay, so his mini Pekka is going to go through and take that out. I didn't have my 1 elixir skeletons. But I wanted to play the center Xbow because he didn't have anything in the air. He'd have to come straight across around to my side of the bridge before we could counter him. And now our Knight is going slowly towards that tower. He's going to play his Hog on that side. Questionable play. We've got our Knight ready. He's going to log. And now we've got the Tornado. That's going to do really, really well for us. We're going to send in the log as well. And that's going to clean all that up. And once again, he's not getting anywhere near our towers. He has another Hog. I guess that was a mirror going down. And our 1 elixir skeletons and Xbow will clean that Hog up once again. No problem at all whatsoever. So this Xbow deck is ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. I didn't realize how much better the Executioner and Tornado would be than the Inferno Tower. It makes a huge difference, and you can just control it and turn it into a counter push with all 3 of these spells, and it's just broken. This Xbow deck is so good. Definitely my favorite Xbow deck that I have tried. And as you can see, it pushed our trophies up really nicely. We are now sitting at 44-13 this early in the season. So this deck is obviously really strong. Here it is for you guys one more time. It has the Knight, Executioner, and Mega Minion with the 3 spells, Fireball, Log, and Tornado. The 1 Elixir Skeletons, I don't think it's going to change as much. I'll still end up using it even after the balance changes come out. And this deck overall is just really solid. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you throw down that like, and if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button for some more future daily Clash Royale content. I hope you guys go on and enjoy the rest of your day. Peace!